There we go. Good evening, guys. Yay.
Hello. Hello.
Good evening. I'm delighted to have you and to host you. So first of all, we are Eurovision IL, 8,000 Israeli Eurovision fanatics.
Wow, nice.
What do you know? We are a group way back then, 10 years or something, even more. And we have some questions for you. We have 20 minutes. Let's do this, right?
Let's do it.
So wait. I've learned this by heart. We've got Sean, right? In the saxophone guy. Is the saxophone guy, right? And we have David with Dave Jr. That's an and we've got the founding member, Sean Paul.
3 on 3. Well done.
Yeah, you saw. And Leila Tayeb.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So tell me, first of all, are you excited being in the Eurovision?
Super excited.
There are no words, my friend.
No worries. Okay. Now, what are your plans? Tell me. What have you been doing since you won?
Well, first and foremost is trying to believe this. That's definitely on top of the list. Trying to believe that this is actually happening and that life is not a simulation. I think
my arms are all bruised from all the pinching, man. Trying to wake up, so it's fantastic. Mostly it's been a lot of preparations, a lot of work with the public broadcaster here in Malta, a lot of we obviously revamped the song, we did the music video since the victory, and a lot of other things as well.
Interviews, getting to know a lot of people, which we're at least sharing the excitement with,
preparing marketing campaign as well.
Preparing to go to Israel.
You're coming to Israel calling.
Yeah.
Yay! So we'll go there. Israel calling a week from now. It's a pleasure. You'll have fun, I'm sure. It's a nice thing. Now, you were actually the Busker was formed way back in 2012.
Yes, correct.
Can you tell us a bit about that, Jean-Paul?
So basically, yes, it was formed in 2012. It was basically me and my friend. We were busking in the streets of Malta. And from there, sort of, we connected together musically and wanted to create this band, sort of to start releasing our own songs. Back then, our style was more focused on folk acoustic and a little bit of Americana as well. And from then on, we started to evolve musically. That's where Sean came in. He brought the sax with him. And then our...
Yeah. He likes it. He appreciates it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, sure.
Our style then shifted to blues, jazz, rock and roll, and then years later we found Dave.
Our little COVID baby.
Oh, and so cute.
This is our lineup, which has been for the past 3 years now, and at the moment we're writing lots of new material, and one of them is Dance Our Own Party, which is going to be performed in the Eurovision Song Contest.
And in Poland, and in Israel, and in Madrid, and in London, and in Amsterdam. I can't believe it. I need to pinch myself again.
You're enjoying this, right? You are enjoying this. You look very excited and enjoying things.
For sure.
Good. Now, David, how do you? Sorry, again?
Just Dave.
You're in the Idol, right?
Come again?
You are in the Idol, Maltese Idol.
And the X Factor in Malta.
Sorry, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I was in a previous Eurovision selection because in 2018 to 19, they introduced X Factor as the Eurovision selection. And then again from 2019 to 2020, they repeated it through X Factor. It was their destiny represented Malta in the Eurovision that didn't happen.
I can make this dance. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was part of X Factor in season 2. It's basically the idea was there to kind of grow as an artist as well. but obviously, definitely was happy that Destiny took the title to represent Malta because Destiny.
Oh,
She was great. She was great. We loved her. And we love your song. Actually, okay, so before the people will kill me, let's ask some of their questions.
Yes.
Talking about Sean right now, we had some sax in Eurovision, thanks to Moldova. And
we heard that a lot,
epic sex guy. You've got his poster and stuff in your room.
No, I don't have an epic sax guy poster in my room.
No.
As in, if I meet him in Poland, I'd love to take a picture with him, though. I can't wait for that.
So I'm trying to remember if he was going to be in Israel. Anyway, so are you going to do something different with the saxophone in Eurovision? This is something Zeev asked.
As in something different in what terms? As in
like different from what Moldova did.
As in from the song, you can realize there's quite a difference in the articulation and in the.
No, sure. But on the stage, the meaning is on the stage.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you got to see the Malta national selection, our final performance.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, in our case, the saxophone has been present for as John said, for the past 8 years or 9 now. So in our case, the band just presented with the lineup we had, and the saxophone has always been something that we use as an instrument. So we didn't actually take a strategic decision to introduce the saxophone. It just happened to be part of who we are. I think we're just going to try and keep things similar to the national selection when it comes to show. I don't know if that is considered similar to Sunstroke's small representation, but I think we're going something similar to what we did, kind of.
Yeah. Again, in Sunstroke's version as well, even the choreography, in certain points of one of their songs, I think the one that came 20-something, I'm not sure what its name was. Yeah, that one. That one had the choreography, I think, specific to the gentleman himself, and the focus was completely on that.
Yeah,
we're a bit different. We're approaching the stage as a unit, you know, like we approach life in general at the moment. So you can probably see it's a bit different because we move together, you know, on the stage. The only part where we are not moving together is the bridge, and the bridge is signifying transformation. You know.
Cool. And your dance.
A bit different, I would say, in terms of concept. And then
yeah. Your dance is very cute, by the way. I tried doing it. Couldn't. Okay, so Tal is asking, do you have any, what's your favorite memories from the Maltese selection, other than winning?
I think the week in preparation for the semifinals and finals is when we all managed to get to know all of the other contestants, and we, in the spur of the moment, we decided to be the little boys that we are and introduced this little microphone over here. So this might be a kind of an exclusive for you guys.
Yeah.
So in the thoughts of Eurovision, we're trying to figure out what marketing strategy we'll be using and the image we're going to use. So at first we decided to buy this, which is kind of a Velcro badge. Yeah. That you can iron onto a shirt or anything of the sort. And I bought 2 of these. I bought similar patches for the drums and similar patches for the saxophone. For some reason, only the microphone came, and the other 2 never came.
Something bad.
Yeah, wow. So we didn't get to go with that approach of us being represented always with the badge. But we managed to bring this out, and it still is in use because we use it as part of our social media image. So every time this is around on our stories, we'll be like, "Hi guys, this is Busker TV.
I'm gonna take one in Israel."
Yeah, for sure.
Take me one.
Yeah, for sure. We always have it around. And what we did in that week, we just went around, and during idle time where they're setting up the lights and stuff like that, we just go up to contestants and be like, "So, how are you feeling about today?"
I'm feeling great. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get on stage. It's been my life's dream since years old.
How is the rain out there? It's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, it was crazy. I couldn't drive there. I couldn't change my clothes. My hairdresser couldn't get here. I couldn't go get food. It's crazy.
So and actually that's what happened. We're locked in. We were locked in for because the rain was so heavy, and at a point I remember between the semifinals and finals, the rain was so heavy that they actually asked us to kind of evacuate as much as early as possible.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was drops coming onto the stage. Like
Yeah.
I slipped on that every
For sure.
single time, man.
Oh God. Oh,
But I
God.
loved it.
So
You
that's the nicest memory.
And
we
I
have.
thought it was him crying.
Ah,
It
It
was
was
as well.
the rain.
yeah, those weren't tears. That was rain.
Yeah,
Back at home also. That was very emotional. Okay, next question. Ophir asks, is this song about any personal experience you had during COVID, maybe?
Yeah.
Probably after.
Actually, it's a post-COVID song. I think we all expected ourselves to first isolate ourselves and be conditioned to be afraid of everyone and keep the 3-meter distance from everyone and don't talk to anyone, don't invite people at home, don't meet people at bars. And then we're expected to go into a public space because restrictions are lifted and feel okay about it. I think this song represents the moment where we expected ourselves to go into a club or a party or a social event and feel normal, but in fact, it just created a new level of social anxiety, which translates in being kind to yourself and leaving that party or that situation where you don't feel comfortable and take yourself in a place where you do feel comfortable and possibly with people that you feel comfortable and listening to songs that you want. So this is something that we all lived. We all talk about it because as a band, we make sure to keep our thoughts, our mind clear before we start any practice. We actually do some kind of circle time, we call it. We dedicate around 10 or 15 minutes to
Like holding
talk about our
hands,
feelings. Sorry?
hands, candles, scents.
No,
Yeah,
less meditation.
Basically it's just us distressing, talking about how our day was. We make sure that if there's something that someone is going through, we identify what the problem is, so that
more opinions ahead of each other,
so the session is cleared as much as possible. So the session is then centered around what we're doing, so we can be mindful. And this theme came a lot in our life, especially whilst trying to struggle during COVID times and arts being secondary to other professions. So yes, this is something that we definitely experienced.
What's the deal with the sweater? I wore a sweater, and it's hot in Israel, but I wore it
Even
too.
in Malta.
Yeah, but we're all in sweaters. We're all in sweaters. Look at it.
Because we feel
We
better.
just love our sweaters.
Okay, so you don't go out with sweaters, I guess, in Malta, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This time of the year, the day here as well.
Until mid-April, I think we also wear sweaters. Yes.
Just like Israel.
Yeah.
That's Mediterranean.
Yeah, we didn't think much of a summer version for this song, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would be weird. Sweater in July. No.
How's the weather in Israel?
Sorry?
How's the weather right now in
Well,
Israel?
it's springy. It's it's nice. It's not that hot yet. It's not that cold. No rain. It's very nice.
Okay, because we need to pack our luggages and we need to see what to bring with us.
Got it. Wow. Okay. So bring something on, but still light because it could be warm in the morning.
Okay.
Just like Malta, I'm sure. Just like Malta. Okay. Moving on. We talked about versions, about the summer version, without the sweater and stuff. You have a Maltese version, Shira asks.
I think we discussed this a lot. We don't have a Maltese version. In Malta, English is an official language as much as Maltese is. So I think we didn't feel compelled to need the Maltese version. However, we do feel comfortable writing in Maltese, and we sometimes joke around with taking lyrics from the song and making them in Maltese. Up until now, we don't feel the need to replicate the song in Maltese. However, we never disregard the idea of that.
Okay, cool. Now, let's talk a bit about Eurovision. Okay, did you watch Eurovision before?
Yes, every year.
Every
I
year.
don't. Yeah.
Yes.
I have to admit that last year I didn't manage to get to watch the whole thing live. I just had to catch up with it because I was at the conference. But every year, ever since we've been as a band, we always met to watch it as well. The national selection and also
always teased.
and though it,
Always teased it, you know. I was the last to catch up to that, so it was always a tease.
Okay. No, because now, I'm going to ask you now. Oh, you meaning Sean? Sean, right? That's Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, right? What's your favorite Maltese song?
Eurovision was?
Eurovision, of course. Yeah.
Okay. I know what their favorites are through previous questions, so I'll leave those answers out. But they're obvious, great answers. And from my end, it's Ira. Ira Roscoe 7-1 there.
Oh
For the song,
yeah.
person as well. She is a great person, a really sweet person, really down to earth and mellow person. And she also has such longevity in her career. She's really difficult not to admire locally. She is the queen of pop in Malta after all.
Oh, she came back, as you know, to Eurovision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's great. She succeeded. Now, yeah, I love her. Jean-Paul, your favorite song?
So we're talking about local, right? As a Maltese.
Local Maltese song.
So for me, Eurovision represents sort of a nostalgia. It reminds me of childhood memories, you know, watching it with my family. So I think I always have that connection of when I was young. And I think growing up, one of my favorite songs from the Eurovision was Claudette Patch, Desire. I don't know if you remember the song or not.
Seriously? You're talking
Sorry?
to
In Malta, in Malta, still super popular. It gets played in almost every wedding. There's a whole craze.
Yeah.
So exactly. I mean, a song that I think it represented Malta way back in 2000, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's quite amazing that people still sing it, you know. And I think that's the beauty of Eurovision, because it brings people together and reminds you of a certain time in your life as well.
Cool. Now, Dave. Oh,
I have it.
Destiny.
Yes.
Oh.
Best written song we that represented Malta for sure.
Mm-hmm. I have to say that you made us. You nearly caused us a heart attack in 1998, as you remember. Maybe you remember. You were not even born yet.
No, we were born actually.
1993, 1994, 92.
Oh, come on.
4, 5,
You
6.
look so much younger. But Yara King.
Yara, with the one that I love.
Yeah, beautiful
That
song,
was-
but you know. And then came Dana International, and the rest is history.
Yes.
Well, judging from what you've heard about this year's song, your best song is, your best loved song is.
Well, from my end, it's the Dutch song "Burning Daylight." I think every time I hear it, it just feels like I'm listening it for the first time. It has that impact on me.
Mm-hmm.
From my end, my favorite has changed throughout the middle after listening to many different songs. Right now, it's Marco Magnoni, who's my favorite.
Oh, okay. So Israel. Okay. Yeah.
So for me, I have two actually, but the first one I think it has to be Serbia's Entry, the one of Luke Black.
Okay.
And then I think second has to be Cha 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 from Finland.
Which is kind of, it's a crazy song. It's so different from what you are doing, guys.
Yeah, mind you, my previous favorite before I started speed listening to Marco Magnoni was the Unicorn. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Welcome to Israel.
Love her voice, love her look. Everything about her is really, really good.
Good. So actually, we have to end this interview in a minute, right? We have 1 minute, unless you've got no plans, and then we can stay up all night. You know,
I have another Israel interview.
Oh, send my regards. What can I how can I not what can I wish you for? And aside from winning Eurovision, what do you wish for yourself?
So I think what we do as a band, we've always kind of worked hard for what we want. I think the fact that the band also went through different lineups proves that us three are the ones that stuck true to our vision. I started my journey independently, but then joined two other guys who have put music at the center of their lives as well. We all, as John said, the band went through a lot of things, but music was always the center and the pathway that we all wanted to walk through. And every time we try to find a new avenue or a new way how our music can be heard. We are very focused on writing our own songs, and original music is definitely the main focus and the main product of the band.
Core value.
That's the core value. That's the word. So even though we're definitely going to be focusing on Eurovision as the opportunity of a lifetime that it is, anyone who follows our journey will definitely and can expect more original music during this year and hopefully for the years to come. So that is something we can promise.
And you're going to Liverpool, which is a closure to the beginning of the band, the 60s thing. Okay, so guys, first of all, one last question. Don't have to answer that, but are you all single? Yeah, someone asked that.
We're actually all taken, guy. I'm really sorry about that.
You're taken.
He's the most taken.
He's married, he's engaged. And I imagine I'm
it's like a traffic light. Married, engaged,
yeah.
and you want
red.
I'm like the orange, right? I'm like the guy where you're not sure whether you should press the gas or press the brake, right?
Yeah, you're yellow. Could be green. Could be green. So, guys, I had so much pleasure hosting you. It will have a good luck. We'll be watching you, loving you. Love your song, by the way. One of my favorites is here. Seriously, love you back. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. You made it so well. I'm going to try it myself later. Thank you for joining Eurovision IL. And I invite all of our viewers to look on your YouTube and to look at your beautiful song and hear them. And I've heard them already, and I love the things you made in the past and in the present. Take care. Good luck.
Thanks a lot thanks a lot for your time, and thank you for your
Bye bye.
Bye bye.